Hey team, welcome to the cool down of the week. We've got your 5 stretches to go through today. We actually have 2 ones that are pretty new, and I'm excited to have you guys try them out. We are going to need a box, a chair, or something you can sit on for one of the stretches today. So make sure you can pause the video, make sure you get that, and then we'll get right to it. So pyramid, we're going to start in a standing position. We're going to go left foot forward, and then right foot back. You want to have a little bit of space between your feet so you have some balance. And then we want to turn the hips so that the hip bones point forward. We got squared hips towards the front, okay? And then I'm going to push a little bit more weight into my left big toe so I got a good anchor. From here, I'm going to keep my back as flat as I can as I start to reach my hands down, maybe to the shin if you're feeling tight today. Maybe we can go a little bit lower. Maybe we've got fingertips to the floor, just kind of depends on how you feel. But see if we can maintain some stiffness in the back, and that will help draw the stretch a little bit more into the meat of the hamstrings. So a couple more breaths here. Good. Let's go ahead and put the hands to the hips and then push into that front foot to help you stand. And then we're just going to switch the feet. So bring that back foot forward to meet the front, and then the other foot steps back. We're going to get into this pyramid position. A little bit of space between the feet so you can balance, and then we're going to take this hip and pull it back so that we're squared to the front, okay? And then pressure into that right big toe for more stability. Keep that back a little bit rigid as you bow forward. And this side might feel the same as the other. It might feel different, maybe tighter or looser. And just kind of go with whatever you feel on this side. Good. All right, hands to the hips. And go ahead and stand all the way up. Okay. Next up, we have low lunge with an overhead reach. So we'll start on the left side. We'll go with the left foot forward, right knee down. Okay. And first, I want you to just kind of feel a stretch here. So we're just pushing a little bit of weight into this front big foot so that you can allow some softness in the front. Keep a little bit of tension in your core so that your lower back feels a little bit connected. Okay, and so feel that stretch in the front, and then let's add to it. My right arm will go up. Maybe this is enough. I already feel that stretch travel up the abs a little bit. If we want more, we lift, and then we lean over towards that front leg, so over to the left. Just kind of breathe into the space in the front of the hip that feels tight. Couple breaths here. Good. Let's go ahead and gently release that. And then we'll just switch sides. Okay. Yeah, so first thing I want you to do is just relax into the lunge a little bit. So we allow those hips to come down. Keep that tension in the core so that lower back feels still good. And then find that stretch in the hip crease. Let's add to it. Left arm up. Lift the chest and then lean over to the right. Good. And we'll go ahead and bring that hand down and come to the knees. Okay? So next up we have scorpion. So we're going to be stretching out the chest and the biceps. Okay. So we're going to now need to get flat onto the floor here. So let's drop down to the belly. Okay. We're going to start on the left side. So left arm is going to go straight out to the left, and your left shoulder is going to kind of drop to the floor. From here, I roll over and on top of my outer left hip. And I'm trying to find a stretch in the chest and that left biceps. Okay? You can relax the head on the floor if that feels good. Just take a couple breaths here. And feel free to play around with the angle of the arm so you can get the angle to go up. So you can reach that arm up a little bit and just kind of shimmy it forward. And just kind of feel how you can create a position that gives you the stretch that you want. Good. Let's go ahead and release. And then other side, so right arm out. Try to drop that right shoulder down a little bit and then roll over towards your right side. You'll feel that outer right hip take the weight of the stretch. And feel that stretch in the front of the chest, maybe down into the biceps. Good. And let's release that. Okay. And here's where we now need our chair, our box, something to sit on. Okay. So next up, we've got our seated piriformis stretch. Okay. So I'm going to start on the left side. Okay. And I'm going to take my left foot and place it over and above my right knee. Okay. Now I'm feeling pretty tight today. So right now I already feel a stretch kind of deep in the hip. If you don't, or if you only feel a little stretch, you're going to want to sit up tall and then bow that chest forward towards the shin. Okay. I'm just kind of breathing here, keeping that chest up, keeping that back a little bit rigid so that as you're bowing, you really get into the meat of the hip. You can also do this on the floor. It might feel a little bit different, a little less, the leverage to fold might be a little bit less, but you can still get the gist of the stretch. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and release. And again, feel free to pause the video at any time, stay longer in these stretches. Sometimes with stretching, we want to stay on the side that needs it a little bit more. And so if you feel like for today, like my right side feels a little bit stiffer. And so I just want to stay here for a little bit longer to help find more release of that tension. So you can always pause any time throughout the video to just be in a position longer. Really reaching that chest forward to bow. A couple more breaths here. Good. All right, let's go ahead and release that. And then final position will be standing, okay? And this one is called the Ballerina, okay? We're gonna begin with your left foot crossed in front of the right, okay? From here, you're gonna take your right arm and reach it up. Your goal is to keep yourself like even and not twisting as you go through this. So feel like you're between two panes of glass, like in the front and the back. And as you bow and as we get into the stretch, all you can do is go straight to the side, okay? So reach your right arm up. You're gonna lift and then start to lean over to the left. You're gonna feel a big stretch through that side body, down into the hip, maybe the lower back a little bit. Keep reaching up and over. Good. Let's go ahead and gently release. And then we'll switch. So now right foot is in front, okay? And my left arm will go up. Remember, I'm moving between those two planes of glass. So right directly to the side. I'm going to lift and I'm going to lean right over. And I'm going to feel a lot of stretch in this whole area down in that lower left side. Keep reaching with the fingers to help lengthen all of that left side. And we'll go ahead and gently come out of that. Whew. All right, well, thank you guys for joining for your cool down of the week. It is so important for you to add in recovery so that you can keep training. You know, the training is one part of it. Recovery is another very important part of it. And so doing a good job of making sure you're taking care of yourself.